Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. A quick note at the top. The Mirror is reporting that Prince Harry will do a TV interview with Anderson Cooper on 60 Minutes on January the 8th. But in the meantime, fasten your seatbelts as we put it into top gear to take you on a grand tour of the saga of Jeremy Clarkson. In a piece that has created many a headline, TV personality Clarkson wrote an op-ed for The Sun under the headline, "One day, Harold the Glove Puppet will tell the truth about a woman talking bollocks." Clarkson writes, "We all know in our heart of hearts that Harold Markle is a slightly dimmed but fun-loving chin who flew Apache helicopter gunships in Afghanistan and cavorted around Las Vegas hotel rooms with naked hookers. But then along came Meghan, who obviously used some vivid bedroom promises to turn him into a warrior of woke. And now it seems that she has her arm so far up his bottom she can use her fingers to alter his facial expressions. I actually feel rather sorry for him because today he's just a glove puppet with no more control over what he says or does than Basil Brush. Meghan, though, is a different story. I hate her. At night I'm unable to sleep as I lie there grinding my teeth and dreaming of the day when she is made to parade naked through the streets of every town in Britain while the crowds chant shame and throw lumps of excrement at her. Everybody who's my age thinks the same way. But what makes me despair is that younger people, especially girls, think she's pretty cool. They think she was a prisoner of Buckingham Palace forced to talk about nothing but embroidery and kittens. That makes me even angrier. Can't they see everything that's happening is so very obviously pre-planned?" Clarkson went on to analyze Meghan's speaking pattern in the documentary. "I can see it clearly, the studied pauses, the mock incredulity, and the B-movie soap actress quivery-voiced, more in sorrow than anger stories that are so obviously claptrap. Do you really think she would have entered into a move to New Zealand that's 13 hours away from everything?" The updated version of the Sun website includes this note. Jeremy Clarkson later tweeted, "Oh dear, I've rather put my foot in it. In the column I wrote about Meghan, I made a clumsy reference to a scene in Game of Thrones, and this has gone down badly with a great many people. I'm horrified to have caused so much hurt, and I shall be more careful in the future." Former Home Secretary Jackie Smith tweeted, "I'm your age, Jeremy Clarkson, and I couldn't disagree more with you. Why do you have to be so horrible? I can't believe it's good for you, and it certainly isn't good for the rest of us." The BBC reports more than 6,000 complaints have been made to the press regulator regarding the column. Clarkson's daughter Emily said, "I want to make it very clear that I stand against everything my dad wrote about Meghan Markle." Elsewhere in the article, Clarkson compared his hatred of Meghan with that of Scotland's First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon. He said, "Meghan, though, is a different story. I hate her. Not like I hate Nicola Sturgeon or Rose West. I hate her on a cellular level." Sturgeon told BBC Scotland, "The overwhelming emotion I have for men like Jeremy Clarkson is pity. I can't imagine what it must be like to be so consumed and distorted by hate of other people, and in his case it appears women in particular, that you end up writing that toxic, vile abuse. Freedom of speech is really important and one of the values all of us cherish, but all of us, as we exercise those important rights, have to behave with a degree of responsibility." Palace Intrigue will be right back. William attended the wedding of his ex-girlfriend Rose Farquhar to George Gemmell at St. Mary the Virgin Church in Gloucestershire. Rose was said to have been the then young prince's first serious girlfriend and was William's childhood friend for years as they started dating during university. The pair eventually broke up on amicable terms and remained friends. And for today's final story, the Duke of Sussex pub in Chiswick, West London, has launched a new beer. The name? Harry's Bitter. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your favorite shows. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.